Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Welcome to another vlog. I really gotta hurry up and decorate. It looks so bald headed over there. I'm really about to start focusing on finishing this apartment. Anyway, welcome to another vlog. It's Thursday, the 28th. I decided I'll start the vlog today. I'm off tomorrow. I took off for no particular reason. I don't have anything to do. I just wanted to take an extended weekend. So I'm off through next Wednesday, so through the 3rd. So I have a couple things I want to do tonight. One, I gotta eat something real quick. We gotta eat something. And when I say I didn't go to the grocery store this week, I don't have no food. So we about to like make up some food. Two, I'm gonna see if I can put Apple Music on my TV. Hold on. Woo. Anyway, after I figure out if I can put this on the TV, I also want to try out this outfit I'm thinking about wearing on New Year's Eve. So I was going to literally go tomorrow, since I'm off, and go to Neiman's and Bloomies and all of that and see if I could like find something to wear like really quickly. But I'm like, you know what, Angela, no, like you need to find something that's in your closet, because I have a goal of like really getting my spending under control and trying not to buy things that aren't like on a wish list or on a list that I've created, and not to do a lot of like impulsive spending. So why wait to the new year to do that? You know what I'm saying? I am going to hold myself to it right now. So we're gonna go through my closet. And I don't think I'm searching the right thing. No, I'm not searching right. Okay, hold on. Let me turn the camera this way so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I am going to, how do you search apps on here? This is how much I don't be watching my TV. Okay, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Search apps. Oh, and then I don't be watching TV at all. You know, I didn't have a TV for the long, like in my old apartment that I was in for like 5 years, I didn't have a TV. I was, so when I first moved out, when I moved here, I was with my ex for like 10 months. Y'all know that. And then when I moved out from with him, I got my own apartment and I had a TV in that apartment. And then somebody broke into my apartment and they stole that TV. So when I moved out of that apartment and I moved into my studio in Hyde Park, the one I was in for like 4 years, when I moved into that studio, hold on, let me turn it back around because I gotta put my password in. That ain't none of y'all business. When I moved into that studio, I just never bought another TV. I never bought another TV. And then my sister came to visit one time and she was like, you need a TV. So I got a little TV so she could watch while she was here. And like after she left, I've never cut the TV back on. So I like literally didn't have a TV for like 4 years. And then I bought a TV when I moved to that new place. Where my phone at? Hold on. I bought a new TV when I moved into the first apartment that I moved into, before I moved out of that one because of the pest issue, and moved into the one that I just moved out of because of the water issue. So I bought a TV when I moved into there, which is the TV that I'm on now. But like, I'm not really a TV person. I'm such an iPad kid, it's crazy. Okay, so I can actually sign in. I can actually sign in with this QR code. So let me do that. Give me the damn code. And so now I can listen to my music. So I'm gonna go to I don't really use Apple Music like that. I am a Tidal fiend. Like I love Tidal, but like people send me playlists on here all the time. Here's the new one that I got. Ooh, wait, people send me playlists on here all the time. Okay, so we have the music set up. Now I need some food. And like I said, I did not go to the grocery store, so I don't really got no food. So we're gonna eat these oysters. I'm gonna be starving by the end of the night. I'm gonna end up having to Uber Eats something. I know I am. These non-crackers. this hummus and this jardinera. This is very much a girl snack. That's one of my, I'm working on one of those posts. It's a viral post on TikTok right now where it's like 2024 ins and outs, like things that are in for you and things that are like out for you that you won't be doing. Let me get a plate, because this, actually, no, I'll just do this. Let me get a bowl. Things that you won't be carrying into the new year with you. So I'm working on one, and one of my outs is having girl meals for every meal. Like, I have got to get back into the habit of cooking. Like, just because I actually really do enjoy cooking, and I can actually cook. I mean, I can follow a recipe. Like, I ain't making them no recipes or nothing like that, but like, I can cook, and I just haven't been doing it. I also think I'm gonna get an air fryer. I had an air fryer, and I don't know, it got lost in translation between those moves, the 3 moves that I made in the last 2 years. So I don't know where that thing at, but I also think I'm gonna give me an air fryer. But I want to start cooking more. So those are the oysters. Also, I'm signing up for that marathon, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of like running and training, and I need to make sure that my nutrition is where it needs to be. So I'm gonna put some of these hot peppers in here. Just gonna stir that around. Like, I'm too grown to be eating like this, but you know, such is life. And then I'm gonna spread this hummus on the crackers. Oh, girl, give me a break. That should be hidden though. I'm gonna cut this on, and then I'll talk to y'all when it's time to see if this outfit gonna work. Is that you, babe? Smells like what are we doing? Yes, but I'm lazy. Good morning, it's Friday. I'm actually on PTO, but I need to submit my time. I'm on PTO today and Tuesday, so I don't go back to work until the 3rd. But I have to submit a timesheet bi-weekly, so it's not like I don't clock in and out of work or anything like that, but like we submit timesheets the week before a pay period, so you can enter like any vacation or whatever that you took in the last 2 weeks. And then I also have to submit like a productivity timesheet, you might as well call it. So basically, you know, I work on different projects and, you know, different meetings and stuff like that. I get charged under different things. So I'm just sitting at my desk doing that, and then I'm closing this computer right back down. I purposefully took today off because I just didn't want to do anything. It's literally, what time is it? Girl, I got on glasses and I'm still like, but this is not my right prescription. I have a new prescription for eyeglasses. I need to get some new glasses. It's 9:40. And I literally didn't roll out of bed till 9 o'clock, and then I got up, I made coffee, and did some other little things, and I'm just now sitting down to do this. Like the time part of it where you like report your vacation and stuff, that part is easy. It's the other one that I have to, oh shit, I'm not on Global Protect. Let me log in, hold on. But the other one I have to sit down and remember like what hours I worked at each area, which I usually do it on a daily basis, so I don't end up having to do this, but I was being lazy this week. And now I gotta do it all at one time. What is my login? I have 0. What do you mean it failed? Here we go with this shit. Now it won't let me on Global Protect. Oh, I don't know if it's because I let the password expire. Now it won't let me in because the password is expired, baby. I don't know, but this is not my issue. Let me go ahead and send a text message, and I'm going about my business. This is Wednesday's issue, okay? But it just let me sign into the computer with the password, so I don't get it, bruh. I get like security, but I feel like they be putting too, like, why am I not able to change my own password? Oh wait, okay, maybe I'm putting the wrong password in. Please be advised that this girl, I'm supposed to be on PTO. This is taking longer than what I thought, but I'm trying to avoid like texting my boss on vacation. Like I wouldn't want to be bothered on vacation. Wait,
for all other issues, press 2 or stay on the line.
Can you repeat that? I was saying I'm trying to avoid texting my boss. Like nobody want to get no text on vacation. So I'm gonna take a little extra time. I don't got nothing to do anyway. I'm gonna do is run to Target because I ran out of trash bags. 30 minutes later, maybe a little over 30 minutes, we are back and time has been submitted. Well, the one time sheet. Now I need to go and do my productivity one. That's what I call it, but that's not really what it's called, y'all. It's not called a productivity timesheet. Ooh, excuse me, I'm burping out in y'all. I apologize. What can we talk about while I'm doing this? Oh, I'm working on, there's this post going around on TikTok, and I think I mentioned this yesterday. I be forgetting what I be talking about, where you like talk about your ins and outs for the next year. And so I'm like writing them down as they come to me. And so one of my outs is going to be procrastination. For somebody that is really like routine oriented, like, you know, I get up at the same time, I work out, I make my bed, I do all of these things, and I'm very much a routinist. I'm also a procrastinator, right? I am a procrastinator through and through. That's a part of my fucking routine. It's to be a procrastinator. So like when it comes to stuff, like for instance, I got 2 emails about the book club like 2 days ago. I just sent an email today. I'm looking at the notifications on my phone. I leave them there so I don't forget to eventually respond. But why not do it now? So remember I made that post where I was talking about do it now, do it now, do it now. Like I'm slowly, like it's slowly becoming my routine to like do it now, but I still fall short. So do it now is like one of my like goals for 2024 is to just like stop procrastinating. Like it took me 2.2 seconds to copy those girls' emails and send them the information. I literally just had to copy and plop them into an email and paste the template that I created and send it. It literally took me 2 minutes, right? And it's just little things like that that you put off. It gives you so much anxiety. You got all that anxiety over 2 minutes of work, if that. That makes absolutely no freaking sense. My birthday stuff, I booked a hotel. I mean, I booked a flight. I ain't looked at that shit since. I ain't looked at no, well I have, and I got overwhelmed by the price and I stopped looking. But I need to plan it. Like it's January essentially. My birthday is in March. Like girl, you gotta find somewhere to stay. You gotta put together a plan, an itinerary. So I'm gonna sit down and do that, you know, probably not this weekend, probably next week, Monday and Tuesday, because I'm off. Just like little things that you're like procrastinating on, do it now. And I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me. And speaking of, I'm about to stop vlogging because I didn't cut this camera on and I ain't touched this timesheet because I'm talking to y'all. So I'm about to do this now, and then I'm gonna brush my teeth, and then I'm gonna go throw on some clothes, and then I'm gonna run to Target. Oh, before I do this, look, procrastination station. I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and make this a 2-chair. Like, I just feel like the 4 chairs take up too much space. So I'm gonna go ahead and decide to get rid of the black chairs again, make this 2-chair situation. And I just have much more room, like, to move about. So I put the black article chairs on like my little neighborhood app for my building, see if anybody wants to buy them. But I think I'm just going to make it a 2-chair space. And if I have company to come over and eat, we can always move one of those Target chairs or both of them, my desk chair. So I have plenty of seating for like entertaining, as well as my couch. So yeah, I'm just gonna make this in a 2-chair space. Also, it was really bothering me that this area rug was too small for those 4 chairs, and it's just right for the 2. So just wanted to give that little update. Now let me do my work. Bye. Is it now 11:10 and I have yet to go to Target? Yes. Also, y'all know the dust kills me. I'm doing this 7 million times a day. I got distracted, so I was like closing down everything after submitting my time, and then I remembered that I have this portable monitor. Hold on, I'll bring y'all over. I have this portable monitor that I bought off of Amazon, because I mean, if you're not working with at least 2 monitors, who are you, an alien? Like, how do you work with just one like laptop or like computer monitor? But anyway, I bought this one because it's portable. Hold on. But I bought this off of Amazon last year because it's portable. So like if I want to work from the couch, if I want to work from the bed, I can always have like dual monitors. Or if for whatever reason I need to work from a coffee shop, whatever, I can have a portable monitor. I can always have 2 monitors. So I can bring this with me, bring the cords, store it in my laptop bag or whatever, along with my laptop, and set it up really easily. And this is the laptop cover and the stand on it. But I wanted to go ahead and set it up because, girl, I be needing 3 monitors. I need 3 monitors, so I set it up. This looks so bald-headed and it's driving me crazy. So I'm really about to have to address this in the next couple weeks or so. Those cords drive me nuts, but it's really nothing I could do about it other than get something to camouflage it. So maybe I'll put a basket or something under there to hold some blankets, because I be getting cold at this desk anyway. And then I've already said that I'm gonna put like a tall, like, I don't know, faux tree or something right here to cover the cords up in this corner. But I need something on the wall, and I have a particular piece of art that I want. I'm gonna take a picture and like paste it right here so y'all can see. It's called The Pink Man by an artist. I think she's out of London, if I'm not mistaken, and I want to hang it right here. So I think that's going to be my next purchase, and I think it's a little over like $400 or something like that for the print. I have to go reprice it, but anyway, I want that to go right here. So I'm not gonna buy anything to go over here because I want that specific print. I think it's gonna look so dope opposite of this little gallery situation that I'm creating. So yeah, that's what I've been getting like busy doing. I've been busy like pulling this out because I need it. Y'all know that I do training, but I also do instructional design. So a lot of the times I'm like copy pasting, grabbing screenshots, you know, putting the screenshots into different systems, editing them, whatever. And I just need to be able to boop, 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 move between screens. I don't know what took me so long to get this out, but I finally dug it out of where I had it stored. And now we can go to Target. My arm look good in that frame, or am I tripping? Anyway, happy Saturday. It's Saturday morning. The last time I talked to y'all, I was heading to Target. I did go. I just didn't pick my camera back up yesterday, and then last night I hung out with my friend and her coworker. Was not recording myself out with my friend and her coworker that I was meeting for the first time. And it was a man, and it was, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't, I don't know that man, like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't record any of it. I really didn't plan on recording any of it anyway. It just, you know, yesterday was just like one of those days where like I don't have like negative talk days often. Thankfully, I've gotten to the point where I'm able to like regulate that behavior. I used to be a big like, you know, negative self-talker when I was young. And I've gotten to a point where I've been really good at like regulating myself. Like if I feel myself doing it, if I, you know, feel myself comparing myself, or, you know, whatever the case may be, then I'm just like, stop it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like physically, like look around at where you are, you know, you are doing just fine. You're doing good. You have done good. But like yesterday was just like one of those days, and I feel like it's, you know, part of the norm for most people that struggle with those type of like behaviors. I feel like it's part of the norm around this time of year. But I tell y'all all the time, I'm not a nice person, right? I don't like argue with people. I don't go back and forth. I don't do that type of stuff because I am not like like when I say my words are like a machete, I mean that. So it's no different for like myself, which is why I try to like catch myself as soon as I feel myself spiraling into like one of those moods where I feel like, you know, I can't do nothing right. You know, I haven't been doing anything right. I'm so behind, like, you know what I'm saying? Those are the type of like negative thoughts that I have, where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You so far behind. Where's my clip? I used to have a hair clip over here. Where is it? I need it. Oh, here it is. I need to buy a new one. It's all chewed up. I'm trying to stay out of Target because I went to Target yesterday. I'll show y'all what I got in a minute. But I don't need to go nowhere near Target, but I bought a Kindle out of there. Fuck. The self is trying to kill me. I bought a Kindle out of there. And it's in my entryway. And when I tell you the smell, it's just, I haven't burnt it. I just took the top off of it and have it open. It's, that whole little area right there smells like, I'm about to get another one and put it in this bathroom. Like right here, because I want the smell of like permeate in the bathroom. And I can just only imagine like when the steam from the shower hits it, the way that, and it was only $17. I'm gonna show y'all. Let me put on my contacts. Y'all see how I switched this? Y'all see how I switched the topic on y'all like that? No, let me put my contacts on and we'll continue the conversation. It's hair on this camera. Okay, my contacts are in. I'm back. What the? Girl, that look like cat hair and I don't got no damn cat. What the hell? I do think the girl that lived here before me had an animal. Because it doesn't matter how much I deep clean. Every time I deep clean, I find little weird hair, especially like in the laundry room. I'm like, that bitch had a cat or something. Y'all need to tell people that about units before they choose the unit. Because I would prefer not to be in a unit behind somebody that had an animal. Because I don't care how much you clean. There's always animal hair lurking, creeping in behind something, baby. And I cleans all the time. Anyway, I need to get myself together because I felt a full-on cry coming. And I don't mind crying in front of y'all, right? It's not like I'm purposefully setting up my camera and then crying on the internet. But I also just don't want to cry. But I was saying, like my negative self-talk is usually around, like I was saying, I was having, you know, one of those days where, you know, my brain just wanted to tell me or remind me or try to convince me, you know, that, you know, you're not good enough. You haven't done enough. You don't make enough. You haven't saved enough. You're about to be 40. You know, you are so far behind. This person has this and that person has that. And you need to do this, and like you have to do all of this immediately. And if you like, you not enough, don't have enough, not good enough, like, you know, like my and the truth is I don't have enough saved, and I'm not at the top of my earning potential, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, and you know, there are certain things that I need to work on as far as like preparing for a retirement, all that type of stuff. I'm older. I'm about to be 40. So like there is truth in that. So when there are truths in the negative self-talk is really hard to combat it. It'd be different if, for me, if this negative self-talk was like, you're ugly, you're dumb, you're da da da. I know I'm not ugly, I know I'm not dumb, I know I'm not those things. So it's easier, it would be easier, I feel like, for me to combat those negative self-thoughts. But when my negative thoughts attack the insecurities that are like valid insecurities for me, it's like really hard for me to like push back on those. But I'm really trying, you know, when my brain says you are not making enough money, like you are not earning at your potential, I remind myself that is a conscious decision, right? And there is a means to an end, right? Like in a couple years, I have $184,000 worth of student loans and some change, right? And I keep having to remind myself, you're not making as much as you can be making or could be making because you have consciously chose to work in public service, nonprofits, you know, hospitals, higher education, like all of those different industries that fall under that sector that are notoriously like known for like underpaying. Like the other day I was looking at the cap for my role and I was like, even if I was at cap for my role, I would be a little better, but I would still be like not making enough money, especially for the amount of experience I have, for the amount of time I've been working. Like I still wouldn't be making enough money unless I wanted to like be a manager, manage people, all that type of, and I just don't want to do that, right? It's just not worth it to me to do something that I don't want to do, right? And to make more money but still not at the top of my earning potential, right? So I try to remind myself that there is a means to an end, and in a couple years you can go corporate, you can consult, you can do all of those types of things freely that would, you know, offer the salary that you desire and that you deserve, because you have gotten almost $200,000 at that point, right? When you count another 2 years of interest, you would have gotten that paid off, and that's the means to the end at that, right? So like, don't beat yourself up because you are like, that is a financial decision. That's a smart financial decision, right? So don't beat yourself up like, I'm not smart as it relates to like finances and making money and all of that type of stuff, because that's a smart financial decision. Like that is a smart decision, that is a smart sacrifice, and it's one that you made late, right? I wish I would have thought about that earlier, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that until I was 32 and you know what I'm saying? I wish I would have thought about that earlier, but you didn't, but you got there. So like, give us some grace, please. So that's one area where I'm always like, I always catch myself like comparing myself or just, you know, I'll get to thinking about like a retirement or like how much money I have in my 401k, or like, you know, trying to invest and all that type of stuff, and I'm like, you just simply don't make enough money. So that's definitely one of those things that I have to like remind myself that I'm doing my best, even as it relates to like saving money. You know, I have to tell myself that I've done the best with what I could, right? I have always been operating in a deficit. Like I have always been operating in a deficit in order to go to college and exist and live. Like I purposefully had to go in debt. Like, you know, I didn't go get a credit card because I just wanted extra money. I couldn't call home and be like, I need money for food, I need, you know, I didn't have that luxury. So like, I got credit cards very young because I wasn't gonna be able to eat otherwise. I wasn't gonna be able to, you know, I wasn't gonna have the things that I needed otherwise. Like when I went off to college, I got a credit card before I went off to college, because that was the only way that I was going to get the bedding and all of that type of stuff that I needed, right? So I started adulthood at a deficit because I had to, right? And I feel like I've always operated in a deficit. Like I've always just operated, and I've done the best that I can with what I had, right? So when I was working like my jobs after college, you know, I wasn't putting money in a 401k or investing money or anything. Like, me and my friends have these conversations and they're like, oh, you know, my 401k, but my portfolio, da, da, da. I'm like, I quite literally could not afford to do that. I quite literally could not. I don't care if it was just 4% to be matched. I quite literally could not afford to do that. I could barely afford the insurance, right? But I did it. I did that anyway, right? Because I started in a deficit. I started adulthood. Like, once I graduated college, I had all this credit card debt, right? And so it was like, you either pay the credit card debt or you invest in your future, in your 401k. So it took me a very long time to get the credit card debt paid off. You know, I couldn't get an apartment. I couldn't do any of that, right? Luckily, I had a boyfriend that I could like stay with, and I didn't have to worry about, like, I couldn't do adult things because I was in a deficit, right? And so I try to remind myself of that. But I also, you know what I'm saying, want to make sure that I'm not making excuses for myself, because yeah, it took me pretty much all of my 20s to do that. But this last decade, I have been in a better place. And after maybe like 33, right? I've been in a better place, and I haven't done well. I didn't hold myself accountable to saving. I did start, like, you know, putting money in the 401k and all that type of stuff, but like, you know, I haven't done well with like saving or anything like that. So there are parts where I'm like, I could have done better. I should have done better, right? And I didn't. So I'm not like making an excuse for myself. I realized that there was a point that I got to where I could afford to save and or whatever, and I really wasn't doing it. Like, I really wasn't doing it. And so that's another area where it's just like, I will beat myself up, especially like these last couple of weeks. I have literally been, I don't know if it's because I'm coming around the river bend on 40, but I have really been thinking about, like, oh my God, I have to figure out how to make more money and save more. Like, I have to, like, there's like no option now. So like, that's like on my shoulders. And so as I'm thinking about that, you know what I'm saying, that negative self-thought is like, well, you should have, if you would have, and you could have, but you didn't, and da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da. And so it's just like, you know, I'm constantly having to remind myself. Anyway, I could talk about this all day. But that's really what time my brain was on this morning. And I'm just like, Angela, I don't have the capacity for this right now. I do not have the capacity for you to be hard on me right now. Like, I do not. Like, I don't have the capacity for me to be so hard on me right now. Like, I just don't. You know, I do not. So anyway, I'm going to show y'all what I bought from Target. Let me cut the light on so y'all can see. Okay, so this is the candle I was talking about, like the one that smells really good. I wanted like a candle right here in the entryway. I want to get the One Hotel, like the big One Hotel candle to go right here, because it smells so good. Mr. Big, that's the guy that I talked to that lives in Jersey. I call him Mr. Big because he's like a Brooklyn boy. Anyway, he has the One Hotel candles in his apartment, and it smells so good. The last time I was there, he picked up a couple and I smelled them, and I was like, oh my God, I want those candles. But in the meantime, I needed something, and so I got this one from Threshold, and the scent is, girl, oh, here it is, Island Starfruit Nectarine. And nectarine, y'all, it smells so good. It's literally permeating this entire like entryway, and I haven't even burned it yet. But when I get back from the gym and I clean up, because I need to clean up in here, baby, she getting lit, okay? Then I just bought this computer stand and this little faux plant because I brought this is a portable monitor. So like, you know, when I work from a coffee shop because I got like cabin fever and I don't want to work in the house, or, you know, I'm not in the house working. And then I bought this like monitor desk table thingy because I pulled my portable monitor out because I just needed a third monitor. So this is a portable monitor that I can carry with me if I'm like working from a coffee shop or something like that and I need 2 screens. I cannot just work on a laptop. So I got this portable monitor from Amazon like a while ago, and I usually just keep it in my like drawers just in case I'm like working outside of the house or whatever. But I just decided to pull it out and make it a part of my work from home setup so I can have 3 screens. But it's like really low. Like I needed some dimension between the table monitor, the laptop, and this. So I wanted some little height on it. So I bought this tray table, and then I bought this little faux plant to hide the cords because I hated it. So I picked that up from Target, and I like my little, I'm gonna get like a desk lamp. They didn't have anything I liked. So I have to look and find a desk lamp that I like, because you know I like little quirky things, and they just had like the beige mom shit that they be selling in Target. And then it's gonna be so cute when I get that painting I was talking about up there. And that's my little setup. I kind of want to get rid of this chair, honestly, and get something more sleek, like move one of these chairs that I was saying I want to get rid of as that chair, as my desk chair, and get rid of that. So I don't know, we'll see if I can sell those black chairs. If not, I might just move it over here and then just get rid of that anyway. And then the last thing I picked up from Target is this candle. This also smells really freaking good. This is Threshold too, and this is rose water amber geranium. What the hell is geranium? Is that like a plant, a flower? I'm not pronouncing it right. Anyway, this one smells so good too. So that's all I picked up from Target. I was in there with Just Vibes. I spent the afternoon just perusing around my favorite luxury retailers, trying on some stuff that's on my luxury wish list. I tried on these YSL Sunnies, which I want really bad. I didn't buy them because I've seen them half off online. I tried on this pair as well, like those, but I'm definitely getting the other ones. Then I went up to the contemporary section in Nordstrom to see what's new. I love that section of the store. Checked out my #1 wish list item, which is the mother version of my Acne Masubi bag. I want it in black. If they would have had that in black, there was no way I would have walked out of there without that bag. Then I popped over to Neiman's, checked out the Tom Ford Black Orchid. It was recommended to me. I love it. Adding it to the list. You ate that. You ate that recommendation. Went up, looked at the contemporary. This awake mode skirt. Ooh! Then over at Bloomingdale's, I checked out more fragrances. This Bulgari Bachumi, I don't know how to pronounce that. You're coming home with me, or you're going on the list. Then I had Shake Shack and hopped in an Uber to get home because I was not walking back home. Happy Saturday. Have I talked to y'all today? I think I talked to y'all today. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Yeah, I already talked to y'all today. It's much later in the day. I just got back from just frolicking at the stores. I was bored in the house bored, and decided to go look at my favorite stores. So I stopped at, ooh, my hair look crazy, hold on y'all. So I walked up to Michigan, I stopped at Nordstrom, checked out some perfume recommendations that y'all gave me. I checked out the Mojave Ghost by Byredo. I liked it, but it was a little, I don't know, too fruity or something. But I ended up buying a Byredo fragrance. I'm gonna unbox it on TikTok, and then I'll come back and show y'all which one I bought. So I did that. They didn't have it in stock in Nordstrom. And so I tried on some Sunnies. The YSL Sunnies that I want, they had them, but they're not on sale. Like, they are on sale online for like half off. Girl, what? Please. So I didn't buy them, but I did try them on to see if I like them because they're kind of a narrow frame. And I've never had any frames that's like that narrow, but I love the way that they look on my face. So I think I'm going to cop them. And then I went up to the clothes because y'all know I love their contemporary section. They have all like some of my Acne Studios. They're the only luxury like retailer on the Mag Mile that has acne in store. So they have like acne, they have R13, they have Issey Miyake Please Please, they have, you know, emerging designers, they have Bodhi. They have a bunch of like contemporary brands that I like, and then they always have some new stuff. So check out. So I love Nordstrom's contemporary luxury section. So I went and looked up there. Let me tell you something. They had the Masubi, my exact Masubi back there, the large size in that color, and I just wanted to try the large size on for reference because y'all know that is on my wish list. Y'all, if they had that bag in black, I would have bought that bag and worried about it another day because it is perfect. And I thought I wanted the black tote. I was teetering between the actual Masubi and the Masubi tote, because there's like a tote version of it. No. I want that exact bag in the large size. It is magnificent. I need that in black. So I told one of the sales associates there, we follow each other on TikTok. I'm like, if y'all get that in black and it comes on your radar, let me know. I'll shop with you. It's $1,200 bag. I think, shit, it may be more than that. Anyway, I'm trying to shop with you, so let me know. And if I see it on y'all site, then I'll hit you up to like shop with you to buy it. So did that, left Nordstrom, and then went to skip Saks, because I don't like the Saks on Mag. Like it don't do nothing for me. I only go in there as if I buy something online and I need to like pick it up, but I never really go in there and look because I'm a clothes girl. So like I go based off of the clothing, how much I like the stores, and they have a terrible contemporary selection, and I'm a contemporary luxury girl. They have great luxury, contemporary luxury, so I just skipped Saks altogether. Went to Neiman's because I also love Neiman's contemporary section, and when I say they are building it up, they are coming for Nordstrom and Bloomie's neck, because I love Nordstrom, then Bloomingdale's is my second favorite, but like I don't know. I think Neiman's is listen, they didn't restructure. They had so many new brands in there that I had never heard of, like emerging brands, which I love. That's what I love about Nordstrom. So I'm gonna have to go back in there and spend some time like in the looking at the emerging brands and like sharing them with y'all. They had like a Wake Mode. I saw an Awake Mode skirt in there. I was obsessed. Like they just have a great selection right now. So I spent way too much time in Neiman's, and I also wanted to smell a Tom Ford fragrance that was recommended to me in my last video. It's the Black Orchid. Yeah, I'm putting that on my birthday list. Y'all want to give me a birthday present? You can give me that. I'm putting it on my birthday list. I didn't buy that one because I want the big one. That's how much I love how they smell. I bought the Byredo one because I got the smaller one, even though it was still like $226 after taxes. Girl, what the fuck? Perfume is so expensive. But the Tom Ford one, I want the $325 one. So I'm gonna put that on my birthday list. But you ate with that one. You ate with that. You know who you are. You ate with that one. I really like that. I didn't really too much care for the Gucci Bloom. It was a little too floral for me. So she recommended Gucci Bloom. She recommended Mojave Ghost by Byredo. And she recommended that Tom Ford fragrance based off of like the notes that I gave y'all in last week's vlog. Listen, hit it out of the park with that Tom Ford one. The Byredo one, I like the Mojave Ghost, but I ended up smelling the one that I got and I was like, oh, I want that. So I ended up buying that one, but not from Nordstrom. I bought it from Bloomingdale's because that was the last store I went into. So I stopped in Bloomingdale's, looked at the selection, went right to Sandro because that's the only place that I can see Sandro in person. Went right to Sandro. They have my long black coat that I have from them in brown on sale right now. Almost. I did really good. Almost made it out of all of those stores without buying anything until I went down to the perfume section to see if they had that Byredo fragrance, and they had it. And then she shared with me this Bulgari. I don't know how to pronounce that accurately. I need to look that up. But she shared with me this perfume, and I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna add that to my list too. And it is so expensive, but it smells delicious. It's called Bachami or something like that. 10 out of 10. I'm like, I need that. And it was another one, I forgot the name of it, but it's like a rose scent. Loves that one too. And I didn't necessarily think I was like a rose person, but that one I would 100% wear like in the daytime. Anyway, so that was my day. I'm gonna take off my clothes and then I'm going to finish this TikTok and then I'll come back and show y'all the fragrance that I bought. Okay, real quick, let me show y'all the perfume I got real sleepy real quick. So I wrapped my hair up. I'm about to wash my face. I'm about to lay in the bed and cut the TV on, and I'm gonna be asleep in 2.2 seconds. I already know me. Anyway, I ended up getting the Byredo Slow Dance. So I was suggested, like I said, the Mojave Ghost. I didn't not like it. It just wasn't deep and woody and musky enough for me, if that makes sense. But then I smelled this and I was like, oh girl, she's the one. Not the two, she's the one. And I originally saw it at Nordstrom, girl focus, and they didn't have any in stock, like at all in the company. So they gave me a little tester, and then when I went over to Bloomies, they had it in stock, so I bought it from there. I also, Bachami, I think that's how you pronounce it, going on the list. That Tom Ford Black Orchid that was recommended to me, going on the list. So those are two perfumes that I want to try. I think I said that in the previous clip. For sure. For sure, for sure. Those have to go on the list. And then they gave me a bunch of samples that I'm just going to put in my travel case. This was a Tory Burch fragrance, Sublime Rose. Oh, Bulgari also had like a rose fragrance. I forgot the name of that one, but that one smelled good too. I was very surprised that I liked it, but I did like it. Like I could see myself wearing that for daytime, but that Bachami, that's the one I really want. This is that Prada Paradox. This is the one that you see every influencer peddling right now. So I have those. Look, my little travel bag is gonna be full of little perfume samples. These are perfect. This is Narciso Rodriguez, All of Me. And then I have the Angel Elixir by Mugler. So that's all I bought. Shit, that was enough. That perfume was, where'd that receipt at? Oh, I moved it. It was $226 after tax. Baby, listen, baby, give me one or two good fragrances. A nighttime fragrance. So I got the small one because I need to test it. My hand's so ashy, but I just washed them. I need to test to make sure that my skin is going to be okay. I sprayed 7,000 perfumes on my wrist and it's fine. But I will say, I must have like rubbed my hand across my face because I got a little breakout. Look at between Bloomingdale's and home. I got I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's like some irritation right here and like right here. So I don't know which one of them damn perfumes did that. Hopefully it's not the Bulgari or the Tom Ford. That would suck because I really want those. Anyway, that's it, y'all. I'm gonna go to bed and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Look at my little travel stash, period. Good morning, happy Sunday, happy New Year's Eve. It's 7:20. I'm up getting ready, you know what, for the gym, for literally the last run of 2023. My first run of 2023, I was in New Orleans and I got to run the Arts District and I did like 6 miles that day. I remember it was so warm. And today we are running in our apartment building, but that's okay because this is one of the blessings of this year. Like it's one of the blessings that came out of one of the hard parts of 2023. So I'm okay with making a run or taking my last run here. So we're gonna get prepared for that by simply drinking a Celsius that we don't. We shouldn't, but we are. No judgment. No judgment. We'll do better next year, aka tomorrow. Oh, this is dusty. Hold on. I've always did a fasted run, which is like just running on an empty stomach, but I feel like y'all know that. Y'all don't need me to explain that. But one of the things I want to change in the upcoming year is having some sort of like banana or something like that before I run, or like a rice cake or something to give myself fuel, because I plan on signing up for that marathon and I don't think that's how it works with marathon running. And I've convinced myself that if I eat before I run, then it makes the run hard, and that's probably not what it is. So I want to start eating maybe like an hour, a banana, a rice cake or something like that, like an hour before I go on my run, give it time to digest and move through my system. I'm going to switch back to a pre-workout, so I need to stop and get a pre-workout. And yeah, so once it's time to sign up for the race, then I'm going to look up some real like marathon training stuff. I was going to hire a trainer, but we're trying to like cut out as much unnecessary spending as we can this year. By we, I mean me. So I'm just going to look up stuff on the internet. I was out for drinks and like, you know, just like dinner like the other day with my friend and her coworker, and he runs marathons. And the piece of advice he gave me as a first-time marathon runner is to make sure that I'm walking the 13 miles, because I'm signing up for a half marathon first. So I'm so blown out by this light. But he was like to make sure that I can actually walk the 13 miles first and not on the treadmill. So I need to get out and find a 13-mile trail and I probably just go to the lake and just walk 13 miles up the lake, or walk 6.5, what is that, 6.5 miles up the lake, and then turn around and walk 6.5 miles back, which I can walk. So I think I'm gonna do that. We're going into like our coldest season. What I'm not gonna do is walk 13 miles on a treadmill. That would take forever. It's just not happening. So I think I'll start doing that once the weather warms up. But for now, I'll like practice on making sure I can fuel my body for my run. You know, I added a third day. So I used to just go running on Wednesdays and Sundays, and I would do like a couple miles on Wednesday, and then like when it's warm outside, I would do, you know, 4 or 5 miles outside. But I've switched it to running on Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and I just do a couple miles each time. I want to get 6 to 8 miles in, so I'll probably increase that here in the next couple weeks, where I'm doing like maybe 3 miles each run. I'm still doing sprints at the top of my workouts on Mondays and no, because I start with legs on Monday. So I switched my workout, because I used to do upper body on Monday, but I do legs on Monday. I do my run, some abs on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I do a full upper body, but it's just like bicep, triceps. And then I'll do some abs. I start that workout with sprints. Thursday is a run, and then abs, some additional like stretching. By Thursday I'll be kind of sore, so I do a lot of like stretching on Thursday. And Thursday I do running, and then I do my back and shoulders. So I incorporate my miles and then an upper body workout on Thursday, because I like to get, you know, I be isolating my muscle groups. I think I might just switch. Do y'all even care about this? I'm sorry, I'm talking about it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have one arm day. So starting this week, instead of isolating my tris and bis and then my back and shoulder, like Wednesdays are just gonna be upper body. So I'm gonna do bis, tris, back, shoulders, like everything in that one day. So I'm not trying to squeeze my shoulders and back in on Thursday after my run, especially because I want to increase my miles. So that's what I'm going to work on until it gets warm enough for me to start walking those 13 miles, get comfortable with that, and then start working on running them, because the race isn't until September, so I have plenty of time for conditioning. You know what else I remember? I never showed y'all the books I bought when I went to that bookstore, so let me show y'all that. So this is my little recent book haul. If you signed up for the book club, or even if you remember me talking about it, we already know that we are reading Thicker Than Water by Kerry Washington. It's her autobiography. We're reading this for the month of January. I'm gonna actually crack it open today and start reading it. So we're gonna read it all of the month of January. And then on the second Thursday of February, we'll meet to discuss the book, and I'm still trying to determine if it's probably going to be teams. I already know. Or not teams. It's probably going to be like a what's the word? What's the other word for Zoom? It's probably going to be over Zoom because I want to, you know, give everybody the opportunity to be on camera. At first, I was going to do like a YouTube live, but I'm going to do Zoom. And so this is our first book. We're going to meet. We're going to read this in January, and then in February, we're going to read Wildflower by Aurora James. And if you're not familiar, I'm doing a year of reading books about Black women by Black women, so autobiographies or just stories about Black women written by Black women. I mean, there may be an exception. When I did this in 2021, I read a book about some young Black girls in Brooklyn that was written by a white woman, but it was well researched with the Black women that the book was about, and so I made an exception for that. So in that instance, if I find a really good book like that, I will. The author cannot be Black. But anyway, this is going to be February's book, and then the second Thursday of March, we'll meet to do that. And then we have March's book. So we have the first 3 months, and then I'll figure the other ones out, as I didn't want to overwhelm people with trying to buy books. Then the third book is going to be Red Lip Theology by Candace Bimbo. She actually went to school with me. Like, she went to TSU as well, same time I was there. So these are the first 3 months, and then of course after March, the second Thursday of April, we're gonna read. So that's what we're gonna do, read 1 month, and then the second Thursday of the next month we'll meet. And I am very much a corporate trainer, instructional designer by trade. Like, that's my job. So people can expect PowerPoints, agendas, objectives, like all of that. I just want to structure it because I think Zoom, you get an hour for free. I might pay for a subscription though. I think this is a good investment to pay for my own like subscription. So anyway, those are the books. And then something else really cool that I got is this book by Solange's brand, Saint Heron. I don't care what Saint Heron is selling, I'm gonna buy it. Y'all know I got these glasses from her Saint Heron brand as well. That one, and I got 2 of these. And she also has a t-shirt from this event that she did a collaboration with Wells Bonner. I'm gonna put it on my birthday list. It's $150, but I don't, if nobody ends up buying it for me, then I'm gonna get it myself. But anyway, you know, she curated a series at the it's called BAM. What does BAM stand for? Let me tell you what BAM stands for. It's in Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Academy of Music. So she did a curated series. That's the one thing I hate about not living in New York, because I feel like all the cool shit happens in New York. But anyway, she did a curated music series at the Brooklyn Academy of Art. And it's all like outlined, the performers, there's images, there is interviews, like all of that with some of the artists from the curated music series. I would have killed to go to this, but she put it in a book form, so it's just a small little book encapsulating the curated experience that she put together. It was $35. I feel like this is like a great keepsake. Like, I like to have stuff like this as opposed to having coffee table. I do not like those little generic coffee table books that people be buying. No shade if you got them. I'm not being shady, but I'm just saying I'm more of a, like, when you sit down at my coffee table, I want just like a hodgepodge and a mix of like little interesting things like this for you to see, as opposed to a Chanel or whatever book that I probably don't crack open to read. I've read some of the interviews in this and it's phenomenal. To give you a further example, like, this is some of the other stuff that's on my coffee table. This is a history book of the church that I'm a member of, that I haven't been since the pandemic, God forgive me. But it's called Progressive Baptist Church, and this is the history from 1918 to 1930. And they were handing these out at church one day, and I grabbed one, and I just thought that was such a cool, like, keepsake to have for the church. So that sits on my coffee table, and I think that would be especially interesting for anybody that's from Chicago and, you know, have lived here and have seen that church all their life. The next one is this New York Times magazine 1619 project edition. So it goes through the entire like 1619 project. It's so cool. So somebody like randomly grabbed, these were like sitting around their job and they saw them and they grabbed me a couple because they were like, I felt like that's something that you would really like, and I do. I like a thoughtful man. Anyway, and then the Book of Hove, like the booklet that you got from the Book of Hove exhibit in from the library, I have that sitting on there. So I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff because I don't want to just collect stuff for the sake of collecting them, but like I like stuff like this on my coffee table. So just wanted to show y'all that. Now let me drink that Celsius for real and get ready for this run. I was sitting oh my god, I am so sorry. No clue. I was sitting here putting my contacts in and I was thinking, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the vlog, and I think I'm gonna make New Year's Eve, New Year's Day a separate vlog, like just focused on, y'all hear my stomach, y'all know what it is. I'm gonna have to use the bathroom before I go downstairs because I had a poppy before I went to sleep, and one thing poppy gonna do, it's gonna clear it out. It's gonna clear you out. So my stomach over here like going ham. But anyway, I think I'm gonna make today and tomorrow their own like separate vlog, and I'm gonna talk through like some of the things, like my to-do list for the new year. Like I took Tuesday off, so I have, most places will be closed on Monday, so I won't be able to like make calls that I need to make. But Tuesday I have all day, and like that day I'm using to make all the calls, do all the things that I need to do. So I figure I'd make that its own vlog. So I'll edit this one down today and post it for tomorrow, and this will be the first vlog of 2020 where's my earring? Of 2024. So yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so I had some final thoughts that I wanted to like chitty chat through. I'm trying to like wrap this hair up. I don't like for the wet hair to touch my neck when I'm running because I be sweating. That feels so nasty to me. So that gotta go up. Ugh, that gotta go up. It's so funny. Yesterday I had like my little chat with y'all, and I've been having like these year-end wrap-up conversations. Like me and my friend sat in the car, I had a long ass conversation the other day, and you know, I'm not that friend that, am I gonna dig in my ear while I'm on here with y'all? I'm sorry. I'll turn this way. I'm not the friend that like seeks advice or, you know what I'm saying, openly talks about struggles, which I feel like you should be leaning into your community like that, but I'm just not. You know, that's really hard for me. But like yesterday, the other day we were in the car just talking, and I was like kind of giving her a rundown of like something that I'm struggling with or whatever. And you know, she just listened and like affirmed me, and you know, basically was like, girl, you gotta figure that out. Like that ain't it. That ain't what it is or whatever. Which I really appreciated. You know, I'm also a person that has a hard time taking critique. Like, you know, I want like constructive criticism and that type of stuff, but it's still like, it's still hard for me. Like, I'm not gonna turn it down because I know that constructive criticism is just that, you know, and I know when someone is, you know, giving me constructive criticism, especially my friends, because I am at the point in my life where all of my friends are value add to me. So when they're giving me criticisms, I know it's from the heart. I don't have anybody around me where I have to question their intentions as it relates to like me and what they want from me and the things that they say. So it felt good. And then yesterday I was like on the phone with one of my other friends. I had like called her to check on her, and so I was talking to her about something, and I said something self-deprecating, and she literally stopped me. I was like, you know, I basically, the gist of it was like, you know, I said, you know, maybe I'm not good enough, like I'm not good enough, you know, in the vein of that, and she stopped me in the middle of that. She was like, don't you ever say that. She was like, you are good enough. And she does, she tells me like all the time, unprovoked, she's like, you're so cool, and you're so like, you the bomb, like you're just like, you just a vibe. And like, she does, she tells me that all the time, and I receive it. But in regard to this situation, like, I don't know, it's just in regards to the situation that we was talking about, it has tapped the insecurity that I've never really had to deal with. I'm sure it's always been there in some form, but I've never, I don't know, it's just, it's tapping on insecurities that I've never had to deal with. And I find myself in that regard being self-deprecating, but it's always just to myself. I've never like said it out loud, because I also have an ego, and it's really hard for me to let people know that I'm struggling. So when I said it, like, it just came out or whatever, and she literally stopped me in my tracks. She was like, don't you ever say that. Like, you are the vibiest, coolest, baddest, like, person that I know. Like, and don't you fucking forget, like, don't you forget it. And I was like, damn, I can't believe I said that out loud. Like, that's how I know that, you know, I'm having an intense struggle, and the thing that's causing it, it has to go. Cause she was like, girl, what the fuck? Don't you ever say that. Which is funny, because I say to my friends all the time when they're being like self-deprecating and stuff like that, I'm like, don't talk about my friend like that or whatever. And so basically it was like a reverse, don't talk about my friend like that. I do it all the time. Anytime my friends are like self-deprecating or being hard on themselves or whatever, I'm like, don't talk about my friend like that. You give my friend grace. Like, don't do that to my friend. So she basically did the same thing. Same thing to me. So like, my end of year rap conversations have been very cathartic. I have done some crying and some processing and some listening to hard truths, and you know, it's been good. So anyway, we'll talk in a little bit all about the upcoming year, but I'm gonna wrap this vlog up. I'm gonna finish drinking this, and then I'm gonna go down and do my last run. Thank y'all so much. I feel like this is a talky vlog, but I have a lot on my mind, and I have a lot on my heart, and I'm trying to do better of like showing, you know, keeping it real. I'm not putting y'all in my business like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, being as authentic as I can. It's not all shoes and bags and clothes, and you know, it's just not curated over here. It's curated. Like, I feel like I've built I like this little life, but it's not, you know what I'm saying? I want to show what it's really like to be like a 40-year-old single woman that is still figuring it out. I feel like I look online, I look on TikTok, and you know, a lot of young girls, it's just like, when I turn 30, I'm about to be 30, I have to get it all together. I'm like, what if I told you? What if I told you 30 isn't the magic number? I told you there's no magic number, but especially not 30. I'll be 40 in March. In 3 months now, right? We might as well say it's the new year. And I'm still trying to figure it out. And so I want to take y'all along on that journey with me as a 40-year-old. And so it's going to take some opening up. Just a little bit, not too much. But I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to, I'm sorry. I'm happy to do it. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.